told y'all I was coming right back. I don't really like my phone because the lighting is horrible. I'll give everybody an opportunity to come in and join us again for the second time, take 2. And let's see how this goes. Hello, Roosevelt McQueen. Thanks for joining. Hello, Kevin Foster. Thank you for joining. I'm just going to wait for our author to come into this one, and then we'll get started. Make sure you tag, share, and invite your fellow followers, those that may be interested, and even if they're not. Hello, Miss Shavonna Bush, one of the newest team members of Speak Life Publications. Good to see you this evening. Y'all, I gotta leave my hair alone. Tora, welcome back. So while we wait for Miss Sophia to come back on, I'm going to give my spiel again. So for those of you who are just joining for the second time, or if you're coming back, hello, Red Tate. I am Paula Foster, the founder of Speak Life Publications, your one-stop shop for all things publishing. Not only do we help authors publish their books, but we also have writing, content writing, got a little tongue-tied, as well as coaching. We offer editing, we offer book covers, we offer websites, and so much more. Sophia, there should be an add button by your name, and it's not. I wonder why. So I am so excited. Maybe you do need to join from the phone if you haven't already. But I am so excited about what we're doing here at Speak Life. We have amazing authors that are getting ready to publish this year. And every week we do this author chat where we invite you to come and get to know an author. More than likely they're independent authors, so you know they need that support, right? And so God just placed it on my heart to give them that additional exposure, because you never know what audience that you aren't reaching when you don't have the addition to when you don't have that platform, when you don't have access to other people, right? So last week we had the amazing Miss Sayuri Smith, who is the author of Scriptures for Strippers, an amazing book. And then tonight we have Miss Sophia Johnson, who we are having a little bit of technical difficulties, but she is the author of not 1, not 2, but a 3-part series that I'm going to let her share all about when she gets in. She is she graduated from Hillcrest High School, and right, Roosevelt, you got to have that access. She graduated from Hillcrest High School in 2002 and Remington College in 2008. And she has just been doing amazing things. So hopefully we'll be able to get her on camera here in just a moment. If you all have any questions until she is able to get on, feel free to post them in the comment section. And I'm here. If you are an aspiring author that is looking to get published this year or even early 2019, let's chat. You can go to bit.ly/consult18 and schedule a free consultation with me. And I will do my best to guide you in the right direction to ensure that you get that book published, okay? So again, I'm excited. If you all have questions, just put them in the comment sections. And prayerfully, we will have Miss Sophia logged on in just a moment. Hey, Stan. Hey, Miss Rashonda. Hey, Miss Hope. How are you? Miss April, welcome back. I'm so appreciative of every one of you all for joining. For those that didn't hear, Miss Shavonna Bush, the founder and CEO of All Right Editing, just joined the team of Speak Life Publications. And I'm so excited to have her here with me this evening. Miss Tora just put out a book, so hopefully we'll have her on soon. Oh, we also help with journals. Come on, Paula. We help do journals. We help do a couple of different things. So reach out to us. Like I said, we are your one-stop shop. And we're here to help. So you all see other authors in the chat. Hopefully they will reach out to want to be a part of author chat so they can come and personally share their information. Sophia, I don't know what's going on either. Are you on your phone? Because I know it's working a whole lot better on my end where I'm able to add people if I need to, but it's not giving me the opportunity to add you. It just says that you're watching. Yes, Miss Hope, we definitely need to talk soon. Miss Tora, like I said, she just published, if not one, 2 books back to back. Sometimes all we need to do is get a little push. Just a little push. So again, if you have questions while we wait for Miss Sophia, write them in the comment section. I am here for you all. This is your moment, so that I'm not wasting anybody's time. And the technical difficulties won't stop us. We're going to keep going. And hey, Ricardo. Thank you. Y'all know I don't care. I will color my hair. Just wait till October. You think it's something now, wait till October when I really, really color it up. They're going to call me, well, let me not say that. Hair is hair. I won't cut it because I love my length, but I will color this stuff in a hot minute. And, hey, Miss Sharita. That's my mama, y'all. I will claim her until the day the one of us dies. Love her. Love you to pieces. Thank you for your support always. Ricardo, what's been going on? Miss Hope, I really don't know what's going on in my city. I've been kind of in this shell trying to get myself together and prepared for the next level. So I really don't know. I know that the author that was on last week has an event coming up on March 3rd called Mass Exodus, where she's going to be assisting those who are either in the stripping industry or are looking to get out. And she has other former strippers coming in to talk. Sophia, you do not have to apologize, sweetheart. She'll have others, those that were former strippers coming in to kind of talk about, you know, how to get out of that industry and be successful in it. I also have a friend that's doing a meal prep class on March the 10th. My church is having a financial workshop on February 17th. And that's about all that I am aware of. Like I said, I've kind of been in this shell. So, hey, Woody, there's another great team member of Speak Life Publications. Doing big things. That's part of our digital marketing department, and so he is amazing. Glad to have him on the team. So does anyone have any questions? Miss Sophia, are you on your phone? Because I'm not sure why it's not allowing me to add you or for you to request to join. Like I said, there should be near the place where you would write, the comment section, there should be like a green camera for you to join. Or it should have popped up so that I could add you onto the screen. So I'm going to read her bio. Y'all, we're going to make it do what it do. I'm going to read her bio. And if you have questions for her, type them in the chat. And even if you're watching this, she'll still get the notifications and be able to answer your questions, or whatever the case may be, because this is very, very interesting. So Miss Sophia Johnson, also known as EnFenaTi, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is an author and entrepreneur born and raised in Alabama. I'm sure all my Roll Tide fans just said, Roll Tide. She is truly a country girl who loves the outdoors. In fact, some of her first writings, which were poems, took place outdoors, sitting on the sidewalk. She graduated from Hillcrest High School in 2002 and Remington College in 2008 as a medical assistant. Recently finished her bachelor's in business administration from Faulkner University, class of 2017. Congratulations. In 2003, she joined the non-Greek organization Chancellorette Social Club at Stillman College. This organization has given her friendships and sisterhood that she cherishes. As of today, she works in the medical field, meeting women from all walks of life, learning from them as well as mentoring them. For many years, she felt worthless, like no one could ever love her. All of her for who she really was, a broken, beaten down person. Many years ago, she was given a word that she would help women, pray with them, love on them. Never in a million years did she think she would be the founder of an organization to empower women, yet here she stands. Writing has always been her passion and first love. From that love, her first baby was born. Hey, Elder Orel. From that love, her first baby was born and entitled Fallen Too Deep, Too Fast, which is the first book of a 3-part series. This book is about 4 friends who embark on life in college and find themselves in situations unimaginable. It is full of drama, love, hate, friendship, and finding oneself. Falling too deep, too fast will have you in its grasp and unable to let go until the very last punctuation mark. Part 2, Triumph After Turmoil, was released January 2017. Part 3, Courage Under Fire, was released August 2017, along with She Was Only 12. Those are her books. And Sophia, I really wish I could bring you on. There's not even a camera by your name, which is interesting. So that is Sophia, who is our author for tonight. And let's see. The devil is a lie. Why is he tripping tonight? Last week was a breeze. This week is tripping. Because I did tag you, Sophia. There we go. It said wants to be in your video. Yes, there we go.
Here she comes. There's Miss Sophia.
Can
Hello.
you see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Yes. Look. Yes, I'm like, Jesus. I had all my stuff set up on time. I was ready to cry.
No, don't cry.
I said, all my friends.
It happens. Listen, stay hungry.
Look, I got my everything. Had my headset, my camera, everything set up, ready to go.
That is interesting.
Okay, hold on. The internet is still showing you. Let's see. It's still doing the one from the internet. Okay, look. Okay, so I can see it from both my cell phone and on here. Okay. I'm so sorry about that.
It is, look, technology. What can we say?
It sucks.
Right. It sucks at the worst times. If you just want to be surfing Facebook and Instagram, it would have been working no problem. But the fact that you're trying to get your information out here to the people, it wants to act a plum fool. But it's okay. We made it. So I've already read your bio, so the floor is yours. Whatever you have to say, and I'll just chime in as necessary.
Okay. Well, everybody pretty much know I have a 3-part series, Falling Too Deep, Too Fast, and then part 2 is Triumph After Turmoil, and part 3 is Courage Under Fire. I started writing the first book after I had my first daughter. I woke up one morning and I heard, write a book. I sort of kind of looked around like, who did that? I was like, okay. So I started writing, and I wrote like about 30 pages in about 30 minutes to an hour. I had no clue. I had no clue what I was gonna name the book or how the middle was gonna look. Because when I started it, I had the beginning and the end, and I was like, okay, nothing for the middle. Like where that, like what's going on? And it actually ended up taking me 7 years to write that book.
Oh wow!
Once I finished it, I was like, that's it, I'm done. It's a one quitter hitter, one hitter quitter. I was like, that's it, I'm done. Well, after my friends read it, they were like, oh no, you can't end it like that. We need a part two. And I was like, no, we're done. And it took me 3 years to write to write the second one. And then once I did the second one, I was like, oh, nah, it got to be a part three. So that's how it took me about almost 4 months to write part three. So you can tell I sort of kind of got interest. I was like, okay, I'm getting into the rhythm of things. And in the middle of me actually writing all those books, I was writing another book about the last 6 months to a year of my mom's life, which is called She Was Only 12. So that one came out at the same time that I published the third book, which is Courage Under Fire. But the 3-part series is mainly about 4 friends. They're in college. You always have that one friend that is like down to earth, keep everybody level headed. And then you got that one friend that nobody in her family has been to college, so she's the first one. So now she got to sort of kind of make a mark in the family. Everybody's looking to her to make everything right. And then you have a friend she's a little older and she's a little wiser, so she's like your older sister, your mama. And then you got the friend that she's just out there. Like that. She has a man, but she still want to be out there. She want to be out there in the streets. And so they go through all kind of different things. There's like betrayal. The friendship ends, and then it's like, are they gonna be able to fix the situation? And they do, but then after that, things go really crazy. I don't want to tell the whole book, but it gets really, really crazy. And it goes from them being in college to them being out married and having kids, and goes from there. And then the second book pretty much comes out with everybody's secrets. Everybody has secrets.
Okay.
So they coming out with their secrets, and nobody really knows about it. And then the one person that did know about it is not really around anymore. Okay. So she can't really say anything. And then the third book is pretty much them trying to get the courage to go on after all the things that they've been through. And now they got to sit up here and face life, knowing that everything that they've ever been through has been put out there to the whole world.
Okay.
So I think it's a really good book. It's almost real life, because I've had people like cry and get so angry. They was like, I can't stand Shayna. Why would she do her like that? And I was like, it's a book.
But that's how the book should be. I tell anybody, when you're writing a book, unless it's self-help, if you're sharing a book that's almost like real, I should be able to feel the same emotions that if I was in that moment. So the fact that you're able to draw those emotions out is wonderful, because it takes a special kind of writer to do that. Everybody's not able to put you in that moment, to give you a character that you love, you hate, you can connect with, and things like that. So that's awesome.
Yeah, because Shayna, she's a character. Like in the beginning, she makes you love her. And then by the end of the book, you want to just shoot her because she does. Angel is the main character, and she's like the one that keeps everybody together. So once Shayna makes her angry, it just makes everybody else lose their mind. Like, the one person that would give you the shirt off her back, like, you really would do her like that? Like, who does that? That's supposed to be your best friend. And so it gets really crazy. Like, once we get to book 2 and 3, you be like, oh wait, and you can tell that I got better at it. Okay. Book 1, you can say, oh, she really got into the flow of things when she got to this second one. But I think it's really good. It's very interesting, and I think everybody can relate to at least one of the girls, because I could say like a little bit of me is in Angel, and then a little bit of my best friend is in Kanice. So it's
Okay.
really cool how that sort of kind of comes together. And then my other book that I was telling you about, She Was Only 12, that was the last 6 to 12 months of my mom's life. And I pretty much go in there and I tell you, this is how, I don't say specifically, but you will know the difference, where I'll
Okay.
say, this is how I felt at 12, but as a 33-year-old, which is when I was finishing the book, as a 33-year-old, this is how I understand how things are now, because I didn't know that, people who had cancer or who was really, really sick, they get angry, they upset, they're not
Right.
happy. So now that I'm older, I understand she was going through something, and
Right.
she couldn't explain it to me because I was only 12.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the process like? What was the real reason why you just said after that first book, why did it take you 7 years to go to the next one? Like, what was behind that?
I sort of like, because the first one was the 7 years. I writer's block, and then I think I wasn't in a place where I could actually take the time to do it, and I
Okay.
ended up. I know this might sound wrong, and I know a lot of business people gonna say she knows she wrong for that, but I ended up being contracted out to this doctor's office, and sometimes I would have a little downtime, and I would write, and I would type and different stuff like that. And that's how it was like I was in the right space at the right time to be able to finish it. It only took me a couple of months to finish it once I got back in it. So I was
Okay.
like, okay, perfect. And then it took me 3 years for the second one because I really didn't want to write it. I was like,
Gotcha.
I have nothing. I have nothing.
Gotcha.
And then once I published it and got started I actually started on the third one while I was in the middle of writing the second one. And that's why
Okay.
it didn't take me that long to finish the third one, because I pretty much had gotten into, I said, you know what? Because I would wake up and there would be thoughts and ideas for the third book, and I would just
Wow.
write it down.
Okay.
Or I would be cooking, and then I would have to stop for a second and go grab my phone and talk to the phone so they could transcribe it for me.
Yep.
Or I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I gotta write. So it was pretty much, it just went like that. And then while I was actually writing the second, the third book, and then She Was Only 12, I got another book came, and I saw somebody had posted these pictures on Facebook, and they was like, write a short story for the picture. And I was already working on another book, which was called Secret Service. And I was like, okay, so I wrote the short story and I sent it to my sister-in-law. She was like, oh no, you can't put that on Facebook. You got to write a whole book. And I was like,
Oh, wow.
it's a short
Wow.
story. It's not. So I ended up, so now I'm actually finishing up Secret Service, Detour at the V, which is those two put together. And I'll let
Okay.
y'all figure out what the detour at the V mean.
I'm scared, but I'm interested, which is good because that can go a couple different ways. So it just depends on what your mind is tonight. That's what we're gonna say about that.
Yeah. So that one, and that one is actually going to be a part two to that, because I've already decided. I was like, okay, I'm gonna end it like this, but then we gonna pick it back up and give it another part to it. And I'm actually working on that as we speak. So my mind
Okay.
is, and then I have a couple other short stories. I I've just be cooking or doing something, and another story come to me, and I'm like
Gotta write it.
I
Gotta
don't
get it
know if
in.
that's like the correct process, but that's just how it is. Like once it hit my head, I gotta write it down. If I don't go ahead and write it down, then it's gone. So I have to get it
Gotcha.
out.
Gotcha. So, if you all are just joining us, we are talking with none other than the amazing Miss Sophia Johnson, who just has books flowing out of her brain, like one right after another. Like she wakes up and she has a book. She goes to handle her business and she has a book. So she is. If listen, you ever needed a ghostwriter, you better hit her up because the ideas just don't stop flowing. And that is so amazing. I have pinned her website, author EnFenaTi. in the comment section. So you all be sure to go and join her. She is dropping some, not join her, but support her. Buy all the books that she has, and then sign up so that you know when the next ones, I put an S on that because they just keep flowing, when the next ones are going to come out. And she's dropping some very valuable nuggets, because people often ask, so what if I don't, how do I write this book? Do I set aside a time? Do I just write as it comes? And I tell people, as an author myself, when I'm in that frame, I'm always with a notebook or something, because that idea can hit you. Like she said, you can be asleep and that idea pop to you. You may be working and you trying to work for your job, and the book is like dropping. The nuggets are just dropping. So you have to be able to get it out, because if you don't, it'll leave you, and then you'll be upset because you were in a vein. And I mean, you just gotta tell your boss, look, this book won't stop flowing. Just give me 10 minutes and I promise you I'm gonna try to control it. But thankfully, she's in an industry of where she kind of has that leeway, and she knows how to use her phone to record. And that's excellent as well, because like I said, she can always go back and either she transcribes it or has somebody else to transcribe it. So again, if you're just joining, be sure to tag, share, and invite your friends and your followers so that they can also know about Miss Sophia. So tell us about this publishing process. Is this something that you did on your own, or did you have assistance from someone?
Okay, I'm gonna try to not make the story too long, but like I said, I work at a hospital. I'm contracted out to a doctor's office. Well, I was talking to this lady and I was telling her, I said, hey, I'm writing a book and I plan on publishing it. She was like, oh, you need to go to this website. And I was like, okay, cool. And so I was doing self-publishing, and she was like, you go to the website and they'll help you get all your stuff together. All you got to do is just put your information in. And I was like, okay, I could do that. And let me tell you, I've never seen that lady again. And she worked there as a nurse. I was like, and I would ask people, I said, you seen so-and-so? They was like, I don't know who you talking about. And I was like, well, maybe she would just need to be there for me at that moment to help me out a little bit. And so I pretty much just, I've started editing myself. Like my sister-in-law was doing it for me, but then when she got married last year. And so I didn't want to bother her with trying to do that and get her wedding together. So I started editing myself, because I pretty much was doing that anyway. But I just would, since she actually went to school for English and all that stuff, I was like, I'm gonna hand it to you. And she's like, I got you. And so I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it myself. That way you don't have to worry about it. And when I send it to you, you just see a couple of things that's wrong. You know, she would help me out with that. But I use a website to get them out for me, but then I get them printed and I just sell them myself. I pretty much just sell it myself. I don't, they're on Amazon. They're also on Barnes and Nobles. But a lot of people usually purchase them from me, which I think I like to do that because I like to sign it. I like to sign. Because, you know, you never know, because when I blow up, they could say,
there it is. There it is, right there.
I got mine is autographed. Yours autographed. They were like, no, I got it from Amazon. Oh, poor thing.
Oh, baby. Yep, there it is, right there.
Yeah, look, and then I'm gonna tell you something, because I don't want, because my friends gonna be like, why you didn't tell her she was saying it wrong?
Yes, please correct me. Please correct me.
It's EnFenaTi.
Lord Jesus, y'all in these creativities, I'm gonna let you have that. EnFenaTi. Okay, author EnFenaTi, y'all don't mess it up, because I just murdered it all the way. Okay.
But you're not the only one. Everybody that says it, I'll be like, no, that ain't it. That ain't it. But my frat brother is the one who gave me that name, because that's my line name. And he was like EnFenaTi. And I was like, okay. And then he said, we're going to spell it different. And so that's how we ended up spelling it, instead of spelling it the regular way. Willie Williams, Tuscaloosa. I'll give him a little shout out. He the one, he gave me that name.
Listen, I'm gonna put this out here. That's just like Black folks, always trying to be creative, and then folks mess you up. You know how we do, want to be creative with everything, but it's all good. EnFenaTi. Okay, cool. That's awesome. So I'm gonna show you all her website because I have pulled it up. Of course, y'all know how I do. EnFenaTi.com, and it has her books, all 3 of them. And as soon as you pop up on the website, you are able to sign up for her mailing list, which I already did. And so it's just beautiful. I love the books are on a marble countertop. And then look, her bio, you get to meet her, and then her store where you can actually go and purchase the books. And then if you want, you can even leave a review on her website. That is amazing. So that is her book. And you had one person that said, this book had me crying. My friends that I was crazy in the back seat, crying like a baby. Now that's when you know you got skills.
Yeah, she was on her way to Miami. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, she was on her way to Miami and she was finishing up the first book, and she said,
y'all be sure
girl, I got to. Uh-oh.
Say that one more time.
Can you hear? I said she was on her way to Miami with her friends, and she said she got to the end of the book and she just was crying, and they was like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? She said, get you a copy, then you'll know what's wrong with me. I was like, oh, thank you.
Now that's a friend. I'm not gonna tell you. Want to know why I'm crying? Go grab the book, honey. That's how you support a friend. You don't pass the book along. You tell them go get their own copy. That is awesome.
Yes,
that is so awesome.
That's something that got me one time. Somebody did pass the book along, and the girl was like, oh, I already read part 2, and I was like, when? I said, Jane,
wow,
when did you get it? She was like, oh, let me read it. And I was like, what? Okay. All right.
Wow. Yeah, people will do it. They'll pass those books right along.
Yeah, so, but I get excited when I write, though. I get really excited, and it's just so much fun. A lot of people be like, where you get the ideas from? I don't know. I just know that. Because look, and I'm going to show you, because I showed somebody else this. I've written on the back of receipts, Post-it notes, anything that's around me at the time, I write it down on there, and then I just add it, depending on where I am. Even, some thoughts came to me at church, and I said, I'm at church. I ain't even going to write that down. I don't know why you playing. I said, hold on till afterwards. Just hold on till afterwards.
Lord, it's in my mind until I get off these church grounds. But
I'm like, don't do me like that.
That is a writer, because I'm the same way. Like, people ask me, why do you always have a book bag? Why do you always have pen and paper? Because I don't ever know when an idea on business, ministry, books, whatever is going to drop. So I have to be prepared. I can be like you said, I can be in a writer's block for 6 months, and then all of a sudden it's like, I got to write. I got to get this out. I got to do this. I got to do that. Like, you just never know when it's going to hit you. And so you have to be prepared. Jasmine says, I taught her that. Yes, always be prepared, because you just never know when the book is the ideas are going to flow. So a question that I have for you is, what have been some of your best practices marketing your book?
I'll say word of mouth for like my friends. A lot of them, they are really good about saying, well, my friend wrote this book, you need to go get it. And for me, like, I've gotten better at marketing it, because in the beginning, I just would just tell my friends about it. And now that I'm focusing more on Facebook and Instagram, I've been doing like posting pictures and then giving little sneak peeks, or offering little freebies, because at first I wasn't doing that because I was like, man, they gonna be thinking I'm gonna give them the whole book. But now I just give, I was like, you know what, just give freebies. And even right now for the Falling Too Deep Too Fast, if you don't want like a hard copy, I got it where on the website you can get the PDF, and if you type in at the end the promo code Falling in all caps, you'll get it. I have it on there for $1. You get 90% off that dollar.
Wow.
So you pretty much getting it for free, but you paying a penny. I know that's like, why would I pay a penny? But hey, it wouldn't let for my. I tried to do it for $0, and it just kept saying no,
okay.
no. So I was like, just put something on there.
Right.
And if they, if you want the PDF, you can do it that way. If you want to just go ahead and get it. If you don't want to wait to get the hard copy from me, you can just go on there, and if you put in the promo code Fallen in all caps, it'll take the 90% off of there.
Okay, that's what's up. So again, to those who are just joining, we are talking with Miss Sophia Johnson, also known as Author EnFenaTi, which I was calling her Author EnFenaTi, but it's Author EnFenaTi. And is the author of a 3-part series, Falling Too Deep Too Fast, Triumph After Turmoil, and Courage Under Fire. And also, She Was Only 12, which documents what she was going through and what her mother was going through when she was 12 years old and she lost her mother to cancer. So if you're out there, I've pinned the link. Be sure to go and support her. She's doing amazing things out there. Now, before I let you go, I know you talked about, we got to talk about these poems that you wrote, and then we got to talk about how you're working with women. So let's talk about these poems. Where are they?
Well, I plan on having them published this year, a whole book. I'm gonna hold on for once. I'm gonna show you. I think it's about 70 of them.
Wow.
And so that's how thick it is when I print it out myself, and that's front and back. No, it's just front, so it's not front and back. But I was thinking about doing front and back. But I've been writing these since, I'll say, like 10 years old.
Wow.
I started writing poetry because originally I didn't want to be a writer. And if you go on my website, you'll see where I talk about how my granddad was like, you need to be an author. And I kept telling him, no, I want to be a teacher. And he was like, but because I wrote like my first short story when I was in the 2nd grade, and I read it to him and he really liked it. And he was like, you need to be an author. And I kept telling him, no, I'm be a teacher. And not knowing at that time that teachers write books too, didn't really know that. But hey,
yeah,
I know. And once I did start writing and everything, I was like, my granddaddy told me that. Like, I should have listened to him years ago, but I didn't.
Right.
But I have a lot of poems. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can read one of them real quick. Is that okay?
That's just fine with me.
Let's see. I'm trying to find it. Oh my God. It's one that I wrote while I was cooking. And my dad called me and was like, is that about me? I said, Dad, it just came to me. I'm sorry. It just came to me.
Wow.
Let's see. Trying to find it. Oh, here it is. I found it. It's called Where Were You? Okay. Dad, where were you when I needed you? Did you know I cried myself to sleep at night? Where were you when he put his hands on me? Did you know he used to rape me in my sleep? Where were you when I was in that cold room? Did you know I was scared? Where were you when I needed you the most? Did you know that I loved you more than life itself? Where were you when I almost died? Did you know the love I wanted? Did you know the love I wanted from you? I looked for in other men. Where were you, Dad? Where were you?
Wow.
So that was when I was cooking dinner and that one came to me and I had to stop cooking and I was like,
wow.
So yeah. But
so how often do you delay dinner writing?
Well, that was like on the weekend. Usually I cook the night before. So I usually be up late cooking for the next day.
Okay.
So I'm a late. I usually sometimes don't go to bed till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because I'll think of some stuff and I'll have uh, just have to do it while
Right.
I'm thinking about it. So I have
Wow.
to force myself to go to sleep.
Yeah, you sound about like me. Just have to be like, go to sleep, knowing I gotta be up in 2 hours, and I'll be up like it's 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the after, 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something.
Yeah, so that I have a lot of late nights and that's what I do. I end up writing, or if a thought hits me, I just go ahead and just be like, I gotta get it out. Or sometimes when I'm sleeping, I can see the story playing out, and so when I wake up the next morning, I can write it down.
Wow.
I know a lot of people be like, you crazy, you weird, but
No,
it is what it is.
that's a gifting. That is a true gifting, and it's amazing, and it's wonderful that you have surrendered to it, because there's so many people who have gifts and uniquely creative, but they refuse to give into it. They just settle for the mediocre. So that is awesome that you have just said, you know what, I surrender, I'm gonna go ahead and just do this. And that's why things continue to pour into you like they do, because you're open to what's being poured, and you're obedient to write it and get it out there. So that's amazing. That's really good.
Yeah. Oh, and what was your other question? Your other question was working with women.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna go into the whole story, but you, I remember this lady, this prophet telling me, she was like, "You're gonna be praying for women, you're gonna be working with women," and I'm looking at her like, I told her, and in my head I was saying, "No, I'm not," and she was like, "Yes, you are," and I was like, "No, I'm not." And sure enough, that's what started happening. Right after that, I started like just mentoring women. Women would come to me and just start talking about stuff, and I was like, "Okay, I didn't ask for all that, but I'll help if I can." And I've always been, I'll say, the weird people have always been the people that I've hung around, like the ones that everybody else would like sort of kind of like stay away
Wow.
from. I've always
Wow.
been attached to those type of people. And so I just recently, somebody told me, they was like, "You're such a great mentor," and I was like, "Okay, I'll take it." Okay, I'll take
Right.
that. And I have a nonprofit called Love You First,
Okay.
and I started that back in 2016. And we are all about empowering women to love themselves first. Like, you could be in a relationship and you always put yourself on the back burner. So instead of taking, I'm not saying spend the whole, like, you could spend the whole day, take care of yourself, but at least take some time out your day to
Right.
just love on yourself. Because if you're not, I'll say regenerated, or don't have enough energy, enough time, you're not gonna be no good to nobody. I don't care how much you say you love somebody. If you're
Exactly.
not getting yourself re-energized, there's there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do because you're gonna be angry, you're gonna be upset, you're gonna be yelling at people for no reason. They ain't did nothing to you, but you mad.
Hey, yep.
You
Because
haven't
you
taken
tired.
any time to love on yourself. And so
Yep.
I'm really big about that. And I have this course coming up on the 19th. I just put the information up today, and it's called Eliminate the Imprint of Betrayal. Because sometimes we can betray ourselves by putting
Wow.
ourselves on the back burner.
Wow.
So,
Yep.
how do we fix that issue? So, I have that course coming up starting on the 19th of this month. Just
Awesome.
trying to help people because a lot of people say, "Oh, you need to forgive, or you need to do this, you need to do that," but they don't give you the tools and the steps to take in order to get
Yep.
past that moment, because you have to step away from whatever the situation is, heal yourself first, figure out exactly what would the pinpoint the issue, and
Right.
then go from there. Because sometimes it's not that person, sometimes it's something that probably happened to you when you was 5, 6 years old.
Yep.
We gotta fix it. Gotta take
Yep.
down those walls and fix and heal the heart, because a lot of people are going through stuff and they doing it alone, and they don't have to. They can get the steps and the guidance that they need to help them get through it. So
Right.
I'm excited about that. That's something I've never done a course before, but I'm ready because God told me to do it. He said, just put it out there and he'll take care of the rest. So that's what I'm going to do.
Wow. So let's just say you have, I just told a lady earlier today, I said, God has been spanking my tail since the end of January, where he's had different people either getting on me about the direction that I'm going or the lack thereof. And when I tell you, I had a person, I have almost 5,000 friends on Facebook. So this guy tagged me in a post about prophets. And I said, how did you know that I was a prophet? He said, I didn't know, but the Lord knew. And when I tell you, he went in on me in my inbox, and I just was like, did you just really just go in on me? He was like, you're only operating at 50%, and there's so much more. I said, like, really? This is what you're doing? And I said, I'm calling my friend. So I called my friend. I said, can you believe he told me I'm only operating at 50%? She said, well, I could have told you that. I said, really? This is what y'all doing to me this year? And then I had another lady today that she said, I've been trying to get in touch with you for 6 months. I said, what? She said, I've been trying to get in touch with you for 6 months. And she read me my spiritual rights up, down, side to side. And I said, it's hard for me to be speechless, but I'm speechless today. And when I hear you talk about the women that you enjoy working with, it's like I'm the same way. I'm always drawn to the one that everybody else rejects. Or I'm always drawn to the one that doesn't look like me. Like I wanted to post a status today that says, I got enough saved friends on my timeline. Let me get rid of y'all and open it up for those that really need Jesus. Because if we are talking to each other, who's out there saving the people? Who's out there being
Nobody.
that right? Who's out there being that ray of hope and that ray of sunshine? Why? Because they don't look like us, they don't talk like us, they don't dress like us, they don't act like us. So I totally get it. And you have just really empowered me to go and really sit with God tonight and be like, okay, so you brought all of this in plan these last 7-8 days. What direction do you want to go in? Like, is this your way of telling me to go forth and do X, Y, Z? And so I just said, look, I take my hat off to you. Anytime you need me, you know I'm a box away, and I don't mind giving out my phone because we're in this thing together. It takes a village to not only raise kids, but these women come out of some of the darkest places and help them pinpoint what is that causes them to get into that dark place anyway. Like, you're not snapping on your kids just because they made you mad. No, they triggered something, and so now you snapping on them. You're not snapping on your husband because he didn't take the trash out. You snapping on him because of what some other man didn't do, and it triggered something. So let's get to the focal point of why you doing what you're doing. And you know, you have this course because the women need the tools. I have another young lady in South Carolina. She just said last night, this person told me don't come to them with being in my feelings. And she said, but what does that look like? You tell me not to do something, but you don't give me the tools to make it happen. You don't give me the direction. You don't give me the map. So what do I do? And so you hit on some very key points. And like I said, you got my support because that's right in line with some of the things that God has shown me that our women need. So don't stop. Keep going harder and harder.
Yeah, because I told my husband, I said, last year I was going through this. I didn't really know who I needed to talk to. And I thought it was teenagers. I was like, oh, I got to talk to the teens. I got to get to the teens. And then later on, I was like, wait a minute. And, I know they say, I started looking at some of my posts and I started looking at who were actually responding and having a real conversation with me. And it wasn't teenagers at all.
Right.
It was women from 22 to 55. And I was like,
wow.
I said, oh, okay, then I'm looking at the wrong people. Like, I'm aiming for the wrong people. That ain't even who I'm supposed to be going to. I was like, okay, God, just tell me what to do. And so I came up with my course, and I have some people coming in to also come in and give some instruction and some key points on things to do in order to walk away from betrayal. Because, and then sometimes and it's not always necessarily betrayal. It could be a miscommunication or a misunderstanding, and you just took it
Yep.
as betrayal.
Yep.
So yeah, look, I ain't gonna tell them everything. I'm be quiet.
Right. Be quiet, so they'll go sign up for that course, girl. Don't give them everything, but you gave them just enough to be like, wait a minute, let me go follow her because I need to take this course. Listen, you own it. Just give them just enough, because people will
Yeah.
sit there and they will milk it and be like, oh yeah, keep talking. What else you got to say? You know, but no, we got to get out here and support one another because, you know, we listen. I don't pay bills off likes, loves, laughter, all of that. God gave me a gift. He gave me a service, and he gave me, you know, the price point and things like that. I'm an entrepreneur. You know, I have a 9 to 5, but that's not what I want to do for the rest of my life. So let's just be honest, from a business standpoint, I can't give all the nuggets away for free. I don't mind giving you some tidbits and giving you some insight, but if you want the goodness that is within, it may cost you a little something, something. It may cost you a book. It may cost you a course. It may cost you some coaching. But how bad do you want the deliverance and to be set free? Because let's just be honest. Everything that you need, if I just say this and I don't want no inboxes, the church can't give you everything that you need. That's why you have evangelists that go out and give you additional resources and insight, and you have mentors and you have those type of things. Because if you simply depend on the church is going to do as best as it can, but you only go
Yeah.
to church once or twice a week, and that pastor is not that pastor does not have a curriculum specifically for Paula. The pastor does not have a curriculum specifically for Sophia. So that's why God gives us evangelists and teachers and mentors to be able to give you what you need, you know, in that season. So yes, so before we get out of here,
Look, and it's funny that you said evangelist. This lady told me we was at an event last April for Mother's Day. It was like a mothers and tea. I can't remember exactly. She said, so when are you gonna step out into your evangelism? And I said, who? I said,
listen.
I said, I ain't hear Jesus. I said, I ain't hear Holy Spirit tell me that's what I'm supposed to do. She was like, well, I'm here to tell you. She said, I've been wanting to tell you all day. She said, I've been trying to tell you, I've been wanting to tell you all day, but you wasn't ready, but you are now. So I need you to go on and do
Wow.
what you're supposed to do. I was like, I said, my grandma ain't tell me that either.
That is too
So
funny.
I said, this year I'm stepping into it. I ain't even finna run from it. I just got to do what I got to do. It is
Yep,
what it is.
it is what. And I was listening. You sound about like me, because when I tell you, people, they've been telling me I was a prophet since I was in my 20s, and since I was in my 20s, I've been telling the devil is a lie. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I don't do that prophetic. No, Cause see, what y'all not gonna do is get me out here prophesying, and then I go out here thinking I done heard from the Lord, and I was in my feelings, and I get hit by 18 wheeler. That's what we ain't gonna do. So listen here, I hear you. The devil is a lie. We're not doing that. So I literally have run from this calling for over 10 years. You hear me? I went.
Wow.
The Lord literally had to deal with me about this time last year, where he gave me this dream. And I literally, it was for the pastor that I was sitting up under. And I knew that I saw things and but I was just like, oh, that's just coincidental, you know. But when he gave me this dream and then turned around and gave me the interpretation, and then I had to turn around and tell it to the people at church the next day. You talk about somebody's heart was just going. Listen, I had people on the floor. I had one lady come and tell me, she said, you see more than what you say. You need to stop being scared. I said, get out my bedroom. That's what you need to do. Get out my bedroom. Get out my thoughts. And so I get it. Like, I've been called evangelist within the last 6 months, and I'm just like, okay. I even had somebody tell me that I had an apostolic anointing. I said, we done went from prophet to evangelist to apostolic to what? Listen, but I'm like you. At some point, I either got to surrender or I'm going to keep getting hit upside the head. And I think I'm tired of getting hit upside the head. So I just said, okay, Lord, I'm going to do this, but you got to be my back. You got to back me on this because you not finna kill me because I done told somebody something wrong. So trust me, I get it. I so get it. So now if I hear it, I say it and then I drop it. I'm like, that's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Look, we right here.
Right.
We right here. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We are right there together.
So as we prepare to go, is there anything else that you want to say to those who are watching or will watch as we close out?
I just want to say thank you guys, all of my friends that have came on and had to leave because I know some of them had to go to work or I was still at work and was trying to sneak in and see. Thank you guys so much for coming on and joining me and listening to all of my, I get a little flustered sometimes and I get a good little redundant and a little crazy, but a lot of y'all know me. Y'all know how I am. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming and joining us. I really had a great time, and thank you, Paula, for letting me come on with you on your platform and sharing my stuff with your people as well. I appreciate it a whole lot.
Of course. I thank you for coming on and being so open. Like I said, I really just wanted this to be a platform of just open conversation because it just flows a whole lot better. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for saying yes and all that other wonderful stuff. Thank you for sharing everything. And I just listen. Right now, my church is on a financial fast. But as soon as I come off this financial fast, I'm going to get these books so I can sit down and read them and go give my review.
Oh, I got one more thing, y'all. I got short film coming out. We're gonna be filming on Sunday.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah, we doing that. I got 4 ladies that's gonna be playing Kenise, Angel, Shayna, and Raina. Got all of them together, and it's gonna be really good. We're gonna, of course, give a little trailer so that you guys can get a little information about them, and then after that, probably I'm trying to do it around March.
Okay.
Actually put the whole thing out there. A couple of scenes. It's just a couple of scenes that everybody can sort of kind of get an idea of where everything went wrong.
Okay. So, I'm just going to go ahead and put this out here and you can pay attention or not. You can tell me your grandma didn't tell you that. But you're going to end up having to turn it into a short film for real. Like the whole book. You're going to have to just go on out there and make it happen.
Yeah, that's what I told the ladies. I said, y'all gonna do the rest of it with me? They said, yeah, I got you. So I'm ready. I just want to see what the reaction from the first one, because it's going to be, like a little 10-15 minute film, but I just want to see how the people react, and then I want to be able to send it to Miami, because that's one thing I said this year. I don't care what happens, I'm sending it to the short film festival. I don't care. They could just tell me, no, it's not good, but I'm sending it so it could be out there, because I'm tired of hearing, you need to send it. You need to send it. Why you ain't sent it? I'm going to need you to. So it's got to happen. 2018 is going to happen. Whether I get the support or not, I'm still going to put it out there.
Hey, well, you got the support here from me. So I'll tell you, like I told a friend, I don't Facebook stalk people, so if you got something going on, inbox me or tag me so that I can put it on my timeline or share it out to my people, because you got my back. You got a supporter for life. I act a little blonde sometimes. That's why my hair is blonde. But I'm your biggest fan. I am your biggest fan. So just keep me posted. Like I said, tag me in things, email me stuff, inbox me on Facebook, whatever you need to do to get it to me. Then let's make it happen, because I may not see it if you put it on your timeline. And it's nothing personal. If it don't, I don't, I don't know. But
that algorithm, I know.
Yes. That's the main thing, is that algorithm that's getting on my nerves. So
Yes.
So, all right, we thank you, Miss Sophia, for being here. We thank you all for tuning in. This has been an awesome, awesome session. Tune in next Wednesday. Yes, it's Valentine's Day, but I'm single, and so I'm gonna keep on working. You know, until the Lord send me my boo thing, I'm gonna keep working. So yes, I am having authors chat on Valentine's night. If you can't tune in, there will always be the replay. We have none other than Coach R. LaShawn Williams coming to stop by and talk about her book. So tune in. And again, I am Paula Foster, the founder of Speak Life Publications, where you can come and get all your needs for publishing, content writing, and even digital marketing. So if you have a book inside that you're ready to write, hit us up. You can schedule a free consultation at bit.ly/consult18. Let's get these books published. Miss Sophia, thank you again for being here. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, and we will definitely talk again soon.
All right. Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye.